Chelsea, tonight we do have the NBA draft. And one thing that has been fascinating to watch is the line movement, the odds movement when it comes to Paolo Banchero out of Duke. At one point, to be the number one pick, he was around 16 to 1. All of a sudden, there has been massive movement over the past few days. And in some places, he's minus money, minus 175, minus 190. The Orlando Magic have the number one pick. This is huge movement. What is going on here?
Yeah, I don't know, but this kind of movement is something that you really just can't ignore because seeing that big of a shift, because initially we saw him go from 13 to 1 to, what was it, like plus 150 or something? But now he is in huge minus money. And across the sports book, some places have him at minus 175. Some places have him as high as minus 190 to go first overall. Paolo Banchero we're talking about in the NBA draft. So when you see that huge of a line shift, something's clearly going on. And it's crazy to me because all week long and all, draft season long, I feel like we've heard these analysts say that Paolo Banchero is the best player available in the draft. Mm-hmm. They were just wondering if he was the right fit for the Magic because I think the consensus is the Houston Rockets really like Banchero. And they just traded away Christian Wood. So a lot of people were thinking, oh, well, he's going to go number 3 to the Houston Rockets. Maybe the Rockets are going to be trading up. Maybe they're trying to make it extremely clear that they want Banchero and they don't want to take any risks. And they'll be moving up in the draft to go number 1 overall. I don't know. Something's clearly going on.
No question about it. This is more than just sharp money coming in or a lot of money coming in on Banchero and the line moving. It's one thing for the line to shift from, okay, the odds are 5 to 1 for him to be the number 1 pick, and then they move to 3 to 1. But to go from 16 to 1, 13 to 1 to now minus money, somebody knows something. I know you always hear that, but this is so significant. Either it's Orlando leaking to someone or somebody knows the Magic are taking Banchero, number 1, or like you said, maybe the Rockets are going to make a trade and get him. But now I feel like I would be stunned if Banchero isn't the guy.
Well, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, oh, these guys are crazy. What are they talking about? Like, does this even matter? Yeah, we just had a prime example of this at the NFL draft because for most of the time leading up into the NFL draft, it was all about Aiden Hutchinson. It was like, oh, it's going to be Aiden Hutchinson going number 1 overall. And then we saw this seismic shift in the odds to where Trayvon Walker, right before the draft, moved to minus 450 or something like that. Something crazy, minus money to go first overall. And what do you know? The odds were spot on. Trayvon Walker was the number 1 overall pick. So when you see this kind of steam, it's not like it is meaningless. Usually these lines move for a reason. And I'm wondering if it's more of the same and if this number continues to move. Because think about it. It's 6:24 a.m. I would imagine this line will shift even more before the NBA draft. So if you do like Banchero to go first overall, hurry up and get it in because it's probably going to change even more.
Oh, you're right. I just don't know if I would lay minus money at this point because even though it's definitely trending in that direction in a big way, I feel like most of the value is gone. But you're right. If you still like the bet, you're not going to get better odds than you can get right now.